Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. As we can see guys, the price of Bitcoin does looks like it is bouncing off this descending broadening wedge pattern, bouncing off this CPI indicator, and now the question here is, will this sustain or is it going to play out as a fake out and price is going to follow this descending triangle or continuation pattern or bearish continuation pattern unfolding parallelly? So we are going to dive deep into this content and find out what's next for Bitcoin. But before I do that, I want you guys to quickly destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Thank you very much. As we can see, the price of Bitcoin right now is holding the support around 26,600, 26,700. Why? Because that's exactly where the top line, the upper line from the descending broadening wedge is lying around, right? Because this exact line previously acted as a line of resistance, and this is exactly where we are finding support at this current stage. So right now, this descending broadening wedge upper trend line is definitely considered as one important line of support around 26,700, 26,600 range. And exactly at that same area, we also have the support from this October CPI month. Yes guys, if we look at this carefully, you can see the upper trend line from this CPI indicator and also the upper trend line from the descending broadening wedge is lying around 26,600, 26,700 range, and this is one big reason why the price is holding around that area, because we know, right? Because we know any sort of a shakeout, any sort of a further shakeout, the CPI lines are definitely going to be considered as an important line, even if the price could show further retracement, right? Re-entering inside this descending broadening wedge like this before breaking it to the upside. Yes guys, as long as the price in the medium short term remains above 26,000, any sort of a retracement, any sort of a shakeout in the medium short term should not bother us that much. And yes, we are ready, we are also prepared for this descending triangle scenario, a bearish continuation pattern which is holding the support, the previous temporary resistance line support at this current state. So if we do, right, if we do see price showing actual shakeout, price failing to find support around this 25,000, then this will be looked as a bearish continuation pattern with a price objective around 20,000. Yes guys, from this descending triangle, if 25,000 support gets broken in a bigger frame, then 20,000 will be looked as our upcoming target. But for now, we still have some strong line of support lying for Bitcoin, so let us not panic. And yes, along with this bearish scenario, we also know in a daily time frame we fail to break out of this 28,000 wedge line or the 0.5 Fibonacci line, which is forming this entire move as a dead cat bounce. But we also found out that exactly around that area we could be witnessing another corrective movement known as corrective later phase from Elliott wave. So that means in the medium short term, 26,000 is going to be considered as important line of support, but here in a bigger frame, right? But here in a bigger frame, this 25,000 is not allowed to break. I mean, if we break below 25,000, then you can see the upcoming days for Bitcoin could look very bearish, and in that case 20,000, the price objective from the descending triangle could be on the line. And we know guys, we know until then, as I said, right, we have strong line of support lying for Bitcoin even after getting rejection around this 30 weekly moving average, 200 weekly moving average around 28,000. Even if we are going to see another continuation to the downside, then this rising trend line, which previously acted as a strong line of support, might be retested. Yes guys, we could be retesting the support from this rising trend line before showing another movement here like this, because in history you can see if we simply follow this rising trend line, after testing the support from this rising trend line, the price of Bitcoin has always showed a very impulsive movement, right? You can see very impulsive movement after testing the support from this rising trend line. So this exact scenario could be on the line if the price of Bitcoin gets attracted towards this 25,000 line. And we know guys, we know in the medium short term, yes, there might be further shakeout. I mean, the price objective from this ascending broadening wedge is still open, which is around 26,000 to 26,200 range, right? So please be careful. After some range bound, this could still play out here in this manner, price coming back to test the key line before choosing a trend duration for the medium short term. I mean, the 26,200, 26,000 range could be retested, because that's the price objective from this ascending broadening wedge, and exactly around that area, that's also the price objective from this symmetrical triangle which is playing out right now. Yes guys, along with this ascending broadening wedge, even this symmetrical triangle price objective is around 26,000, 26,200 range. So that means with some range bound, even some relief rally, there could be another move here like this, right? Price coming back to test this key line before deciding the trend duration for the medium short term, because even if the 26,000 support gets broken, we know around 25,000 we have extremely important line of support lying for Bitcoin, and only after breaking below that range we know that we are in actual trouble. But for now, any sort of a movement, any sort of retracement in the medium short term, that will be looked as a temporary retracement. Please keep this in mind. I mean, even let's say even this bear flag formation is going to play out, price is going to show another continuation here to the downside. Again, the lower trend line 25,000, and in the medium short term 26,000 will be looked as the line of support where we could be getting attracted. But overall, right, overall there is no need to panic, because even after this retracement, even after some shakeout, we know it could still favor the longs. I mean, the bulls might still take control after testing, or after we retest the support around 26,000 range, because this will play out as a falling wedge pattern, and in that case this will be looked as a retest from the previous temporary resistance line. And now if we look at this in a bigger picture, you can see in a bigger picture, guys, the price of Bitcoin right now, this is in a monthly time frame, could be in this expansion phase. Because if you look at each and every halving for Bitcoin, first Bitcoin halving in 2012, what happened after the halving? After the halving, the price of Bitcoin went parabolic. Second Bitcoin halving, after the halving, you can see the price of Bitcoin went parabolic. Third halving 2020, the price of Bitcoin went parabolic. So the upcoming halving in 2024 could be the catalyst as well. I mean, until then, even if we would see further shakeout, right, price coming back to test the key line of support around 20,000, let's not worry, because in a bigger picture the halving is nearing, and we know after halving in most of the cases the price of Bitcoin has turned very parabolic. So that's why, guys, until the next Bitcoin halving, the market could be very volatile. We could see a lot of ups and downs, but if we simply zoom out, if we look at the bigger picture, there is nothing to worry about, because the next halving could be the catalyst for another parabolic move, which played out here in 2021, which played out here in 2017, 2013, and this exact scenario could be repeating again after the fourth Bitcoin halving. So this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. And guys, again, Bybit is giving around 30,000 deposit bonus. This campaign has just started, and along with that, we are also giving away 1,000 USDT as an airdrop giveaway. So if you want to take part in this 30,000 deposit bonus, if you want to get this free 1,000 USDT airdrop giveaway, then please check the video description, because you will find the link to join this event, to take part in this bonus campaign. So do grab this opportunity right now, because the time is running out. So by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye bye.